Morning. Well, I was all ready to go live and I thought, where is my phone? And I used my watch to try to find my phone. And let's see, can you see out there? See, there's a step ladder and on it there's a little thing sticking out the top. Well, I've got my phone out there videoing birds. You know, it's almost like, I mean, this morning I thought, okay, I'm going to put my phone outside to video birds and I'll use my laptop to do the live. And then I got ready to do the live and I thought, where is my phone? Oh my gosh. I do that sometimes and my phone's in my hand. Anyway, okay, so I have been, oops, okay, I keep having things appear on my screen. Maybe that's okay there. Oh, let me balance this laptop better. I don't want it to fall into the sink. So, because I'm set up by my sink here. Okay. Yeah, all right, we can see that. So, I've had all these limes, and I've been saying I'm going to make something with them. And I have made coffee with some, lemon juice and lime juice and stuff. But I was reading some recipes. You get more juice out of lemons or limes if you press on them and roll them, because it helps to break up those cells inside and they'll squeeze out better. Anyway, I've done it before, but I have not used that much juice. And I was reading some recipes, and they were saying, like, do it 1 to 1. Like, if you have 1 cup of coffee, use 1 cup of lime juice, and things like that. Interestingly, I also read that there are many different kinds of limes. I never knew that before. Um, there's all different colors and shapes. Of course, how do you tell the difference between a lemon and a lime? Well, a lemon is usually kind of football shaped, with pointed ends. And you may look at a bunch of lemons and limes at the market, and if they're big limes, especially, you may feel like, oh, these could be green lemons. But if you notice, they usually do not have that pointed football type shape. So, well, this is giving out a pretty good amount of juice. I I'm wondering maybe I should have started squeezing these before I started the video, huh? Because this may take a few minutes. Well, anyway, so I'll just fill you in on, I had shown you my snakes that I have living outside, and I thought, yeah, several times, I've thought they've been gone, and then yesterday I was outside. I saw they were no longer living up in the rafters, although there's a snake skin, a shed skin up in the rafters. I feel like I've got the flying Walendas of the snake world or something. Anyway, so I was out by my bird feeders and I looked down. There's one of the snakes. I mean, they're not big. They're gray rat snakes. They're not poisonous. They're not even aggressive. Although, when I was using a stick to try to shoo it further away, it was not real happy. But then I wouldn't be either if somebody was waving a stick at me, right? So um, I decided I'm just going to have to live and let live. You know, this is Mother Nature. I live near some little patch of woods, which provides me with lots of birds to see, which I love. And there's other things that come with woods, right? So things like snakes and possums and I don't know, I haven't seen any. There may even be raccoons out there. And unfortunately, feral cats because people think that cats cannot take care of themselves, so they're always feeding these wild cats. And you know what happens when you have a couple of cats? Well, shortly you also end up with kittens, and you end up with more cats, and on it goes. I'm not much of a cat lover. I like dogs. I'm allergic to cats. I would like them better if I wasn't allergic. Okay, so this is going to be 4 of these little round lines. This is the last half here. Oh, golly. I feel like I need to do this with my other arm, too. This is a little bit of a workout. Okay, now these are seedless limes that I used. So that's really nice. Ooh, that's a lot of juice to come out of just, let me show you the size of these again. No, these are pretty small. A lot of juice. Okay, awesome. Now then, what are we going to, I've got, I was thinking, what coffee should I use? Because most of these recipes with lime are for ice type coffees. But one of the things that I read is that the acid in the lime and the natural bitterness in coffee sort of either cancel each other out or enhance one another, and you end up with a much smoother drink. You know what? This is what I think I'm going to do. Oh, now I need to find a place for the laptop over here where it won't fall off the stove. Okay, bear with me here. Okay, so I think I'm going to make it as hot coffee first. Let me go get my lime juice and my cup here. Okay, this citrus squeezer, by the way, juice or whatever it's called, it has a nice lid that fits on it and seals it. So when you squeeze the juice, if you don't use all of it, you can just put the lid on and pop it in the fridge. Okay, so then the question becomes, which coffee? And I was saying, I read that however much coffee you use that much lime juice. Ooh, let me get a little measuring thing here. All righty, here's perfect one. Okay, so if I'm going to make espresso, that's 1.35 ounces. So I measure, let me measure my lime juice out right now. And I will put this here so it won't drip all over. Okay, now can I pour this in without making a mess? Well, okay, just a minute. So I've got about 1.3 ounces of lime juice in here, okay? And now I'm going to make my espresso. I'm just thinking, okay, hang on. Let's see. Okay, so what kind am I going to make? Golly, I feel as though I ought to make some sort of a South American kind or something. Here, let me put this back a minute. Put this up here. Okay. I've got Jamaica Blue Mountain, Miami Espresso, H2 Matcha, India, Napoli. What do I have down here? Tokyo, Peru, La Completa. La Completa Refinada. Buenos Aires. Oh, I know. I got it. Okay, no, not Istanbul. Not vanilla eclair. Okay, where is it? No, not Firenze. Here we go. Okay, Rio de Janeiro, because in Brazil they like they have a national drink that uses lime, and they make coffee with lime. And let me get a tissue. My nose is running here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so um, I'll go ahead and make the Rio de Janeiro. Okay, as espresso. Okay, here we go. I'm just kind of trying to think as we're going along here. Um, do I want to add milk to this? Because I use non-dairy milk. So non-dairy milk is not going to curdle the way milk from a cow or a goat or sheep would. Okay, so there is my Rio de Janeiro. Here's my equal amount of lime juice. Okay. You know, I read so many recipes. Honestly, I can't remember if, you know, they were for hot or for iced coffee. Most of them are for ice. Okay, let me give this a sort of a push around here. I'm going to taste it just like this. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I just remembered. Whoa. Nothing like that to really remind you. It said you need to sweeten it. Oh, dear me. Do I have simple syrup? Simple. Yes, I've got some simple syrup. Whoa. That was the missing ingredient. It said add simple syrup. This is 0-calorie simple syrup that I've got here. All right, let me get a spoon now. Gracious. That was a real punch, I'll tell you. Woo. Okay. I'm telling you, this is really tasty. Ooh. Now, if you don't like citrus stuff, I don't think you're going to like this. But if you do, this is delicious. I didn't expect it to be this good. I really didn't. Ooh. Mm. That, the citrus and the coffee. This is, you know, if you like experimenting at all, I would really recommend giving this a try. It is so good. And next time I make this, I'll remember that I need to have some sort of sweetening agent in it. Don't forget yours. It's a little bit like, whoa, well, you saw if you taste it without the sweetener. Okay, I cannot see if anybody is up and watching this now. I'm not even sure if I've been live all this time. But if you ever do see it, I hope you enjoy it and it's giving you some interesting ideas. Now I'm trying to decide if I should ice this up. It's so, you know what? I'm not going to ice it up. I'm going to keep it like this. And I think, you know, maybe tomorrow I'll try it, but I'll add milk to it. Almond milk. And see what happens. Okay, thanks for joining me. If in fact I'm even live here, and if in fact you've joined me. Okay, have a wonderful day.